What the heck? Is that supposed to do that? We're tired of this. There's gonna be a strike on this. They're gonna be like, oh, you know what? I'm not watching Oz anymore. I have to do it. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video, we have this 2001 Ram 3500. So the issue with this 3500, customer was complaining while they were driving, out of nowhere, the instrument cluster just went completely down. So how about in today's video, we try to figure out this issue and give the vehicle back to the customer. All right, so we're inside the vehicle right now. And yeah, this one is, man, it has gauges everywhere, just a sound system, subwoofer in the back. Let's see, first of all, what's going on right here. If I'm not mistaken, customer was saying that there's no function at all at the instrument cluster. So if we look at the instrument cluster right here, look, the voltage is not doing anything. Okay, showing the mileage right here, no gas. Okay, why is the mileage blinking right now? Okay, oh, no bus. And look, right off the bat, there's something that just popped up right now. Right off the bat, the check engine light did not show. Okay, look, when the mileage is showing, the check engine light not showing. What's going on there? Normally speaking, whenever you have, you know, the key on, check engine light should show. It's kind of like a rule of thumb. But the crazy thing is, it doesn't show at the moment, but as soon as the no bus comes up, there you go, it did it again. Okay, now my next thing that I want to do, what the heck, what's that noise out there? Do you hear that noise? Let me go outside. What is that noise? All right, I'm not too big into diesels, but is that supposed to do that? It's kind of like Steve Urkel. Did I do that? What the heck? Okay, I'm not big into diesels, but okay. I don't know if that's normal or what. Okay, comment down below if you think it's normal. But let's go back into the vehicle. All right, I'm not too sure if that's normal. Like I said, I don't mess around with too many diesels, but this is an electrical problem right here. So now what I want to do is let's try to turn this on. Let's see how the instrument cluster, what happens? Do all these gauges start working and everything starts going? This has a boost one. This has a temperature sensor. This has a fuel pressure sensor. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the fuel pump, there, look how it's turning on. And then it has a trans temperature sensor. Did they add that because this wasn't working? Hey, let's see. As you can see, nothing right here on the cluster is actually working. I don't know if that's in the bus system or what. What's this right here? Oh, look at this. Hey, look at that. Okay. All right. I'm like that movie, what's it called? Ice Age. Squirrel. You know, that was me. What we need to do is get my top-down Phoenix Max. We're going to hook this up, and I want to see which modules are talking and which ones are not talking so we can finally figure out what's going on, okay? I actually think I left the Phoenix Max in here. Hey, Jeff. Programmer Jeff. Where's the Phoenix Max?
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, dude, thanks. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead, hook up our scan tool. All right. I might have to put a battery charger. I know these diesels do have 2 batteries on here, but that fuel pump is just running constantly. Doo-doo. All right, so let's go to Dodge, and I'm just gonna let you know this is probably gonna be extremely slow. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's a 2001, man. We can't blame the elderly, all right, for how slow they can be, all right? I'm just kind of curious. I don't know if y'all remember the Ford video, the 1998. It only had 4 freaking modules that the scan tool was gonna talk to. I'm kind of curious how many modules this one is gonna have being a 2001.
A few moments later.
Jesus Christ, man, this took forever. It doesn't help out that it's hot right now too. It's literally 1 minute of just in that same screen. Something is up. And I'm pretty sure it's that no bus right there. Check this out. It does pick up as a 2001 Ram, but the VIN number, it says unknown. I'm pretty sure there's not an unknown one out there. Woo! Holy smokes. Ugh. I'm pretty sure that there's not that many modules on this car. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while if this is, oh God. I can just tell this is gonna be extremely slow. All right, there you go. That took, shows like 7 minutes. All right, look at this beauty right here. It only read 2 freaking modules. But like I said, I'm pretty sure not all these modules are here because it didn't pick up the VIN numbers. So we're just going off of, generic stuff. So it only picked up the PCM and TCM. Let's see what codes we have on here. Map sensor voltage too low. A no CCD from TCM to powertrain. DTC detected in companion JTEC mode. Oil pressure high. Transfer pump out of circuit. Okay. And then the TCM is showing no cluster bus message, no bus message received from the ECM to module, and the throttle position sensor low. So at least we have some clarification. It's telling us, hey, there's no bus message here. That's what the truck is telling me right now. It's looking at me and saying, Oz, there's no bus message. So that's what we need to figure this out. We got to go into the wiring diagram and look at this sucker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to all data. All data. What I want to do is go into the bus and see what we have. So this is a 2001, dude, 25 years old. 25 years old for a freaking vehicle. This is a 3500 troque. So we're going to do the 5.9 and diagram. This one has OEM wiring diagram. Big ups to my friend Jake. He told me, hey Oz, why didn't you just get all data? And I was like, Jake, because I like Mitchell. But he told me about the OEM stuff. I looked it up on Mitchell, didn't have it. So, hey, guess what? I had to get this. All right, so I got to go to information bus, system schematics. So we can see right here, there's 2 different ones. We have our powertrain control module, engine control module, CCD bus system. Remember, we did see that. So look at this. Engine control module, as you can see right here, diesel only. So PCM is going to be for your gas-powered ones. And then look at all these other bus wires right here. We can see that the cluster, ACM, radio, CTM, and cab, all in the overhead console. I'm going to go back to my diagrams. Let's see how the non-OEM looks. I'm sorry, I watched Scanner Danner, so I'm just kind of used to this. So if we look right here at the engine control module for the diesel, it has a lot of freaking cables. It has a CCD bus, SCI receiver, SCI transmitter, Cummins bus shield, Cummins bus, Cummins everything. And they have a lot of wires. And then when we go up here, we have the overhead console, the analog brakes, airbag control module, instrument cluster, radio, and the central timer module. What do we see here? We see that the modules that are talking are the ones that have a lot of wires, okay? These, as we can see, I think they're connected in the SCI receiver, and then the other ones are just straight to the CCD bus. But I think our main issues are gonna be just right in the CCD bus. Now that we have that, I would like to see where all of these modules are at. When I'm thinking about what can get damaged, I'm always thinking about stuff that it's outside with heat and all that. That's why I always think like, hey, ABS module, when it comes down to these. Remember, if you looked at this vehicle, if you see this stuff right here, this is a lot of aftermarket stuff. Is there a possibility that when someone hooked these up, they cause this problem? JC7. We can try to see if we can find that. I don't know if we can disconnect that. Kind of, like on the Chevys, they have that little comb that we can disconnect and then probe in there. Or, we can find one of these modules and see how these CAN lines look. And then start disconnecting modules and see which one is the bad one. The only one I don't know where it's at is that central timer module. Behind left side of the dash, but radio is right there. Instrument cluster is right here. Airbag control module. If I'm not mistaken, that airbag control module is going to be right down there. And then the ABS is going to be outside. And then I think that overhead console is right here. So everything is accessible. Everything's pretty easy. I think we should just go straight to that. DLC's right here on the side. So pin 3 and pin 11. Let's get our oscilloscope and let's go ahead and check that out because I'm kind of curious what we have. And then we can start disconnecting stuff and see if we can find the actual problem. If someone wired into those wires and we disconnect it, probably nothing's going to happen. So we might have to just take apart a lot of stuff, man. I'm actually going to get my scope because my Pico scope because I want to make sure that this is all on there. I want to have my wiring diagram and all that. So let's get our Pico scope. We're going to hook it up right here. I'm just kind of curious what we find out. But we got to get a breakout box, hook it up to 3 and 311 and see what we find out. Yeah, I have my scope hooked up. I did say that I was going to hook up the Pico. No, I'm actually going to be using the top down. Let's check this out. So I am hooked up. Make sure that I am in the right part right here. We are hooked up to 3 and 11. And I have the breakout box down there. And if I'm not mistaken, I am hooked up to 3 and 11. Let's just verify. Key on. Let's see if we have any activity whatsoever. We had activity, but not the right activity. Absolutely nothing. All right, key off. You can see where it drops. Look, on. We have something, and then off. Okay, you see that little bump. So there's something there. All right, which one's the other one that's talking? Let me see. I want to say CSI. SCI receiver. And that's going to be on pin. I have to do it. 6-7. Pin 6-7. We're going to go ahead and move these. And let's see what we get. So we will move this one to 6 and 7. And we're going to see the activity on that one, which should be talking. And now let's see what we get. 6-7. We have some comm. It's not really communication. It's just like voltage is up. Okay. Let's try to turn this on, see what happens. Holy smokes, this is not doing absolutely nothing. And why is my zipper down? All right. We have to put our investigation hat on because this right here is... But let me just try something right now. I'm just going to go back. Okay, there's packets. We got a little small pack. There you go. This is what we're supposed to see. That's about it. But that was on the SCI, not the CSI. Now let's start doing our diag right here. I'm going to focus right here because this is where everything's at. I'm going to see if we can remove this. And this looks fairly new. As you can see right here, this looks fairly new. Okay. And I want to take this off because this is actually really easy. Okay. All right, don't break nothing. And I'm going to have this on the bottom while we do all this good stuff right here. I do want to take this off because I always have a feeling when people start messing around with stuff, especially the radio, they don't hook up to the right cables. I don't know if you see these cables right here. These don't look factory, to be quite honest. Oh man, this is just a mess. Let's see what we find out, okay? So let me go get the tools so we can come right back. I'm gonna start off with the radio because, I don't know, it's just been staring at me the whole time. Hello, my beauty. What do we have here? This is wires just hanging everywhere. Why? Look at the back right here. Holy smokes, dude. This is not good. All right, we gotta see what wire it is. Violet and brown and white and black. White and black, violet and brown. So, well, they didn't poke into it because here's violet and brown and your black and white. They just have it hanging there. So let me see something. Look at that. Let's look at our tool. Now we got something. Look. Down. Up. I'm going to show you what happened right here. Look at this. Hopefully we can catch this at the same time. Remember, this was in there. And what I'm pretty sure happened is that these were freaking touching. You see how that goes down? It grounds out. Look at the cluster. Keep an eye on the cluster over there. I'm going to go ahead and touch these. You can see voltage and all that. And then I'm going to ground these out to the back of this. See if it drops. Try and get them to touch. It's hard to do this, man. We're gonna cycle the key and retry this. See if it acts up again. There you go. It's shorted. I'm gonna let go. Comes right back on. Dude, why? When you're doing this type of work right here, cap up your stuff. Cap it off, man, because if not, that's how you're gonna get the issue where stuff grounds out. As you can see, I was touching the back of this. This is metal right here. This is bare wire. That's why it was touching. And then who does this too? Look at this. Ah, jeez. I'm not a specialist when it comes down to the radio stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and, find a way to cover these up. Maybe put a butt connector and use that heat shrink one, or something to cover those up so that's not grounding out, because this is working now. I feel bad for my customer. If we go here and we start the vehicle, look, RPM is working, everything's working. I'm pretty sure if we scan our vehicle now, I just wanted to pick up like an ABS and that's it, because it's not gonna pick up the other stuff. I think I'm just gonna stop there where it can just pick that up, because remember last time it took 7 freaking minutes just to get everything. End of the day, this was just a what can I say, man? It was a big beefsteak. It was just a mistake, man. But now we can see we have communication to the BCM instrument cluster, ORC, and all that good stuff. So now we have communication. As soon as we took off that, that's when we started getting communication. And like I said, this was just hanging there. We saw the wires, but remember, this is all the way back. It was making contact. Now we can see here, we have PCM, ABS, BCM, instrument cluster, TCM, ORC. And I bet you if we clear all these codes, we're gonna get them to clear completely. This is amazing. There you go, man. What do you think of this video? What do you think of my diag? Was I spot on? What would you do differently when it comes down to this? Give me your processes on all that. I wanna know down below. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, get everything going. Thank everyone out there for watching, making this channel relevant. I just want to make sure that we keep on going with this. If you do like this video, please put a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell to get all brand new videos coming out from Oz Mechanics. Y'all take care. Y'all have a nice day. Goodbye.